Chapter 3 Jobs and People.
Accountant. Every business needs a good accountant to take care of its finances.
Advisor. Thanks to his business advisor, his company was extremely profitable.
Agent. The actress doesn't have an agent. Her mother handles her bookings and contracts.
Amateur. Until you make money at your sport, you are still an amateur no matter how good you are. Our community center had an exhibition of amateur paintings done by local retired people.
Ambassador. The ambassador is the most powerful person from our country in this foreign land.
Ancestor. My ancestors immigrated to Taiwan at the end of the 18th century.
Applicant. When my company advertised for a secretary, there were 500 applicants for the position on the first day.
Athlete. Top athletes are usually excellent at all sports, not just one. Athletic. Numerous athletic events are featured at the Olympic Games. Henry is very athletic and will probably go on to play sports in college next year.
Author. The author of the Harry Potter series is one of the richest women in the world.
Beggar. Natalie saw a beggar on the street and gave him some money.
Bride. The bride chose a flowing white dress to wear on her wedding day. Bridegroom. Groom. The bridegroom was so nervous before the wedding that he thought about calling it off.
Burglar. A burglar broke into Carl's apartment last night and stole his TV.
Candidate. There are 3 candidates competing for the position of mayor.
Capitalist. Though China is still ruled by the Communist Party, capitalists are allowed to do business now.
Carpenter. My father is a carpenter and is famous for his wooden tables.
Carrier. China Airlines is the ROC's national airline carrier. The U.S. Navy has the largest aircraft carriers in the world. Rats are carriers of disease and have been responsible for terrible outbreaks throughout history.
Champion. Julie has been the national swimming champion for 3 straight years.
Civilian. Many soldiers go to war so they can protect the civilians at home. After being in the army for many years, Ken found it hard to adjust to civilian life.
Client. Tom is one of the company's best clients, so they always make sure to treat him right when he visits.
Commander. In the U.S., the president is the commander of the armed forces.
Competitor. Taiwan and South Korea are competitors in the global market for LCD screens.
Composer. Mozart is one of the most famous composers of all time.
Conductor. A good conductor does more than lead his musicians. He inspires them to try their best. Copper is a very good conductor of electricity.
Consultant. The company called in a consultant to give them some advice on marketing.
Consumer. The price increases were passed on to the consumers.
Coward. Only cowards run away when faced with an enemy.
Creator. The creator of this video game must be very imaginative.
Criminal. Stealing makes you a criminal. His police record shows he has a long criminal past.
Critic. Although the pop singer's latest album has sold a lot of copies, most music critics don't like it.
Dealer. My friend's father is a used car dealer, and he gave me some tips on how to buy a good second-hand car.
Designer. A successful clothing designer has to understand both fashion and business.
Detective. The detectives used the clues to try to piece together what had happened the night of the murder.
Diplomat. The diplomats from the two countries talked for a while, trying to find a solution to the problem between them.
Economist. The country's economists predicted that the economy would improve in the second quarter.
Editor. A good magazine editor not only checks for spelling and usage errors, but also makes articles more enjoyable to read.
Electrician. We should call an electrician to take a look at this light, which keeps going off and on.
Embassy. If you ever find yourself in trouble in a foreign country, you can go to your country's embassy for help.